Hi all, welcome to this Player of the Month nominations video. So if we can smash likes, be awesome. Sub to the channel if you're new. Follow me on Twitter at GZLegend. All the links are down below for playlists on the channel and social media links. We cover 5 potential players that could be regarded for the nominations, very likely being Eriksen, Ibra, Sanchez, Azpilicueta and Courtois. It might change slightly, but these are the 5 I've gone for. So I will go over their stats as usual and obviously their potential likelihoods. So let's jump into this. First shout is Thibaut Courtois. For me, he is an 8 out of 10 in terms of likelihood. This month, at the moment, he's got 4 clean sheets. May go up to 5 depending on the last game of the month, because some of the teams involved still have a game to play in December, and I would say if he gets a 5th clean sheet, then he has a very justifiable shout for Player of the Month in my personal opinion. But looks a nice card if he was to get a 90 rated. Be not too expensive, I would say. This could be a very achievable squad builder challenge for Player of the Month, but it would be a very desirable card with him being of Belgium and obviously plays for Chelsea and kind of the form team in the BPL. Main standout stat obviously is 90 reflexes. But got to remember with goalkeepers kind of held in lesser regard for Player of the Month. But 4 clean sheets in a busy month can't be knocked, and if he was to get a 5th in like over 6-7 games, it can't be kind of faulted how well Chelsea have played defensively. So from there we go into Azpilicueta, who's also of course had 4 clean sheets, but he has had an assist on top of his performances, and he's also been playing centre back. He looked a nice centre back card. Obviously his height is his only killer, but still 8 out of 10 is a likelihood as well. I don't see any real major differences between him and Courtois on getting Player of the Month. Big difference would be because he's obviously a centre back and he got an assist that might go into his favour just slightly, but the stronger candidates of Eriksen and Ibra for me in my personal opinion. But he would still be a very nice card if he was to get one, and a 5th clean sheet could just potentially sway in his favour. That's something you've got to keep in mind. And this is where it gets interesting for where the market goes. So keep that in mind with Azpilicueta. Next is potentially the shout that could be given Player of the Month is Christian Eriksen. While him and Ibra have been very, very strong this month, Eriksen's got 5 goals, 2 assists and a man in the match to his claim. And for me, he has been very, very impressive this month. If he had maybe gotten our goal in the Southampton game, I'd have fancied him even more, but for me, he still had a very good month and can't be denied. If Ibra didn't have such a great month, then for me he'd be kind of shooing for the month because he's been very impressive. Pace would be over 80, which would be a nice boost, and that dribbling and passing would be into the 90s as well. But we can only dream, and obviously with just having a recent third in form, this card can only just be a dream for second in form, sorry, not third in form. This would feel like a third in form. But still a very nice card to enjoy if it was to crop up. But as I said, professional vote matters. Next is Ibra, who for me is kind of the Player of the Month just due to how well he's been. I've given him a 10 out of 10, 92 rated, and he's just had a recent inform. Looks nice card, physical and dribbling, very impressive. Pace is obviously his killer, but people will want the card solely because it's Ibra. 5 goals, 2 assists, a man in the match. Man United still have an hour game in December, so he may sneak up to 6 or 7 goals and an extra assist for good measure. But for me, been very, very impressive, and finally finding his form at Man United, which he kind of was. He was pretty prolific in terms of his shooting puts, he just couldn't actually score enough. But this for me could be our Player of the Month, and I know a lot of people will be heavily investing and preparing for a Player of the Month, Ibra. But of course we have one final option. This was kind of the early frontrunner in Alexis Sanchez. He also had a hat-trick and an assist in his first game against West Ham, and everyone kind of pre-prepared thinking, oh, it's going to be Sanchez. And since then Arsenal's form's just wavered. He's been trying his hardest to do the business for Arsenal, but it's not materialised whatsoever. He got an extra goal and a couple of assists since then, but he's not hit the levels, or also the team's not hit the same levels that he hits. And while it would be a nice card to have 90 pace, 92 shot, 90 pass, and 94 dribbling, it's just not going to happen, or not for this month anyway. But still, this would be a card we can only dream of just now. But of course, professional vote will kind of be the difference maker. But for me, as I've said, Ibra and Eriksen are my front two, but Courtois and Azpilicueta are very close as well. If a 5th clean sheet was to become a detrimental factor, I think a defender or a goalkeeper could genuinely get it for December, going on the form kind of shown, because 5 clean sheets in a calendar month is very, very impressive. But let me know in the comments down below what you predict for player of the month. So smash the likes, sub to the channel for new, follow me on Twitter at GTheLegend. Take it easy guys, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed this late one, and I will catch you all later.